this is Dan Ferrisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald here at the HDBaseT Alliance booth at ISE 2024. So happy to see my friend Omer Brookstein from Xyte. Thank you so much, Omer, for joining me. Always great to connect with you at shows like this.
Thank you so much, Dan. Likewise, it's a pleasure being here at ISE 2024 and having the opportunity of speaking with you once again.
Absolutely. So I know I've used this pun before, but people are excited about Xyte, and I think the funding round recently is a great indicator of that. Do you want to talk a little bit about the sum you raised and how it really attests to people's belief in what you're doing?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think this show is going to be another huge milestone for us at Xyte. We just recently announced the fundraising of $30 million backed by Intel Capital, Samsung, and BlackRock, in addition to all our previous investors who more than doubled their investment in the company. I think it shows their belief in our vision, their trust in our execution of moving hardware across so many different industries into a subscription-based business model. We are very excited on partnering with them. And I think it's going to be a very significant milestone for the company that will allow us to grow our team in the U.S. and our go-to-market in the U.S., but also accelerate the development of our full-stack solution for all the great OEMs in this industry as well.
And speaking of OEMs, I know that you're already working with a number of different organizations. Do you want to talk about that OEM relationship, that model, as it applies to Xyte?
Yeah, of course. So we work with OEMs from many different industries. We have coffee machine manufacturers today. We have truck companies. We have PC, even quantum computers devices on our platform today. But obviously, the audio-video industry is very close to our heart. And some of the greatest brands in this industry, including Legrand, AVPro, Wyrestorm, Symmetrics, and many others, they're already leveraging Xyte today to give that cloud monitoring solution for their customers, and we'll talk about it in a second, but also engage with their system integrators. And I think that one of the greatest benefits about that is that we see these customers, such as Legrand, Schneider Electric in the building management solution, getting their devices to the cloud and launching a fully branded cloud solution for their customers within 3 months or so. So a very, very short time to show value for their customers and channel partners in the cloud.
Within 3 months, that really is remarkable. And I can understand why there is so much engagement across these really A-tier brands. I can understand why they're flocking to Xyte.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, it's really just step one. So the first time they do, they get a device to the cloud, they launch their own asset management or remote monitoring solution. But then the next stage is, well, how do we become, more competitive? How do we become more appealing for our customers? What kind of software-based solution we can now offer our customers based on this new cloud technology? And essentially, we see that moving from one-time hardware sale into selling an integrated solution of the hardware, the software, and the services in this industry and other industries as well.
Well, it's music to our ears. As you know, the future is not one-time hardware sales. It's that long-time relationship, and I think you're really at the vanguard of that movement. Do you want to talk a little bit about Xyte Connect?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Xyte Connect is, a recent announcement for ISE specifically, because we understood very early on that OEMs, channel partners, system integrators, and end users, they need to have a better way to collaborate. And what Xyte Connect enabled the OEM, really for the first time, is to invite, connect, and collaborate with their industry partners on a single unified cloud platform. So it's very easy now for an OEM to invite the system integrator or for a system integrator to sign up with Xyte and connect with multiple OEMs they're working with to essentially deliver much better customer experience to their common end customers, right? And if I'm an end customer, if I higher education or an enterprise, when I need support, in many cases, I will need the support from the managed service provider, my system integrators, but also the involvement of the OEM in some cases. And we now make it in a modern, cloud-based, collaborative way for all of them to work on a single pane of glass. And I think this is a great new feature we bring into this industry.
It is a fantastic new feature. Are there any closing thoughts you would share, Omer? Obviously, it's a big time for Xyte. I think the funding round is a perfect indicator of just how much engagement you're getting and people's belief in the vision that you've set forth. Any closing thoughts?
I would just say that I think there's great opportunities waiting out there for all the organization, OEM, channels, and end users that will adopt the new cloud technology. Cloud has changed so many industries, the UC industry, AI, obviously, but it's time for it to change the way hardware and device manufacturers conduct their business as well. And I think this is super exciting. We'll see that in the next few years. As you and I briefly discussed before, this is a visionary way and a vision we believe for the next 5 or so years. But it's time to start that progress on that journey now for those OEMs. And I'm very, very excited for that.
There's no doubt. The time is now. Cloud is the name of the game. Thank you so much, Omer, for joining me. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much, Dan. Pleasure as always.
Thank you. My name is Dan Ferrisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald, here at the HDBaseT Alliance booth at ISE 2024, sharing thought leader interviews with thought leaders in the industry like Omer.